All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon again. You know what I saw the other day? Now, we know that the PlayStation 4 had a release date last week, or the week before last, and then Xbox had a release date. Now, if you want to get one of these grand systems and stuff, all you have to do is go on eBay, and you can get you one for double the price. But you know what I saw? I decided to go on eBay, and I decided to see how many people are there to run scams on people. And I want to see if the American populace, if I can have any confidence in them whatsoever at all, if they were sober. Because, you see, the terms of conditions that are given in these description boxes, if you don't read those things very carefully before you commit to purchase or buy or bid on a product there on eBay, you can bawl, squall, gripe, complain, murmur, and go pee on yourself all you want. It still ain't going to change nothing whatsoever at all if you did not read so-called the fine print. If you didn't read it, and then you end up getting shipped something what you thought that you, notice I said what you thought, if we go back to thinking again, what you thought you bid it on. Well, what is the nature of this video? Well, I looked and I saw that the bids was up to, I think, $585 for an Xbox One box. Did y'all hear what I said? $580. Can you imagine that? Now, that's a pretty cheap price, considering that they're going from $650 to $700, and they still had a couple of days bid going. You understand what I mean? But see, the key is that you did not hear what I said. I already told you it's for an Xbox One. But what you didn't hear is because you're so used to being marketed. You're so used to being advertised half to death. You're so used to being, what did Bro Shane tell me just a minute ago? Event. You know, we have events going on. They change these tactics on you all the time. I said just a minute ago, an Xbox One box. You get it now? After the second time? In other words, even down in the description, he says, this particular auction is not for the console. This is for the Xbox One box. And it had over 20-something bids. I said, man, I caught it because I'm sober-minded. I caught it. I caught it and I said, I can't believe it that people are still bidding on this box. You know how many disappointed people there's going to be? At least one is, because that one that won the auction, they're going to be happy. Here we go again, the foolishness and the frivolity. I got an Xbox One! And then when UPS... when UPS arrives to the door, they all going to be happy. They going to be in the Christmas spirit. And they're going to find out this box is pretty light. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to get in there. They're going to open it up. They're going to be happy. They're going to be real high. And they're getting ready to experience a depressive low. All because they did not read. Y'all know that's the reason why this country is in the condition it's in today. We got more Bibles in this country than any country in the world. And the people are still dumbed down to an unprecedented level, all because they did not and they refuse to read. Oh, but you believe with anything that somebody says. And you know what else they're going to do? They're going to experience madness. They're going to be upset. And they're going to call up eBay and complain. And eBay is going to go do its investigation. They're going to read the fine print. They're going to read exactly what the description said. And they're going to side with the person who did the auction because he clearly, I better use generic form today, he or she, clearly stated that this auction is not for the console. It is for a box. And you know what? This guy just got finished making, I don't know what the auction ended at. I don't know what it ended at. But this guy just got finished making, he still has the console. which is valued at, I think, $4.99, something like that. And he sold the box and has done made at least a $200 profit just for the box. He can go back later on and sell the console and wrap it in any box and mail it to you and make double, triple. No, 100% plus profit. And it's still not going to stop you from being mad. Still not going to stop you from being upset. But see, this is the reason why I keep telling you that ignorance is dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's definitely not blissful. And all these people are going to be left with is a bitter taste in their mouth and in their gut. You know why? Because they just got finished paying a heavy taxation for their stupid mindset. When you got somebody like me who's trying to teach you how to think. But when something, you know how to think when a bad thought comes in your head. You know how to think when you get tempted. You know how to think on evil. You know how to think on all this, but you don't know how to think on the things you should be thinking on, do you? I wish I was there. I wish I was a fly on the wall to see when this Xbox One box arrives. I would love to be there. I would love to be there to see it. What do you think about it, though? Some of you been had when it comes to the mortgage market. You've been duped and deceived to go pay 3 times the amount for a home that if you went and read some books, got to know some people in your own neighborhood who could be professionals at doing certain things, you could have did it at a fraction of the cost. But I mean, after all, you can build a home you can build a $150,000 home, even in this environment right now, for $40,000. But by the time you get finished building this $150,000 home in this environment right here, and you pay 30 years on it, you're going to be well up into the $300,000 and $400,000 that you're going to end up paying for that home. That's talking about interest and principal, because the first 10 years you're paying nothing but straight up interest. But hey, what do you think? I mean, after all, if you can go do that, why can't you just purchase an Xbox One box?